Okay, so I hope that summative assessment and the formative assessment 1.2s are going well. Let's jump on to process of building teams. Okay, so now we've created this team, we've got a function, we know what we're supposed to be doing, we know the end results, we've got objectives. Let's see the process that we have to go through. Firstly, we need to achieve goals. If we don't know where we're going, we're not going to be working together. Achieve clear goals of what you want in the next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 5 year, 10 years. If you don't have a path, if you don't have a direction, people are going to go in their own ways. So get together, establish goals, and then move in a certain direction. Then you decide on a plan. Okay, so how are we going to get to the first goal? How are we going to get to the second goal? What is the plan of how we're going to achieve that? Then you decide on roles. So what are you going to be? Are you going to be an implementer? Are you a thinker? Are you a people person? What role are you going to play in us achieving our goals? What are the things that we're going to make sure you are going to be able to be held accountable for? Then we've got to make sure that we are communicating, we're having meetings, we're sending emails, we're sending WhatsApps so that everyone knows where we are. So keep communication clear. Everyone is working towards the same vision. Encourage team behaviors. We want people to be problem solvers. We want people to work together. We want people to be kind. We want people to speak civilized. So all of those things we're going to insist on in team behaviors. Then we agree on decision-making procedures. Are we going to vote about it? Does one person hold the power in a certain sphere? Uh, are we going to talk about it until we reach consensus? Are we going to meet about it and hope that everyone goes in the same way? So when we have a decision that needs to be made, how is it going to be made? Then we increase awareness of group processes. So, okay, when we do this, when we speak to clients, this is how we do it. When we roll out a product, this is how we do it. When we make sure that the quality is always the same, this is how we do it. So we agree on processes to make sure that everyone is doing things in the same way. Then expect participation. Everyone needs to speak. Everyone needs to get involved. Even the people that are naturally shy or quiet, we work on ways on how to bring them in. Maybe they need to write something rather than speak. We need to make sure that their voice is heard. We expect participation. If people aren't participating, well, then we hold them accountable to why they are not participating. And then we establish ground rules. So if you are pulling against us, then there are certain rules. If you are acting in a certain way, there are certain rules. We decide on the rules together as a team, and those are the rules that we stick to. So we make sure that everyone is speaking in the same way and going in the same way and have the same processes. Then we are moving on to the next formative section. Okay, this is formative section 1.3. So what I want you to do in your groups is consider the process of building teams in your workplace. Discuss whether these processes are successful in creating effective teams or not. So I want you to think of your own team back at the host organization, okay, or your organization that you work for. You are going to tell me, okay, so are we doing clear goals? Do we have a clear plan? Do we define roles? Are we doing these 9 things? Which of those 9 things are we doing well? Which of those 9 things are we not doing well? And because of that, are we a good team or are we not a good team? So you tell me how well you are doing in those 9 elements of building teams. Okay? Then you are going to go to um, summative section 1.3, and you're going to find the answers for question 29 and 30, which are those 9 steps. You're going to put them in under question 1. Then under question 2, they're going to revisit the forming, storming, norming, and performing. And so you go to page 31 and 32, and you are going to fill in the 4 stages of team development. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit less time because they're not as intense. So give yourself 20 minutes, count it out, put a stopwatch together, put a timer, give yourself 20 minutes to do as much of the formative and summative as you can. And again, speak to your buddy, speak to your teams, get involved, participate in order to build a good portfolio of evidence. And then once you've done that, I'll see you for the next video.